In this series, we've delved into the creative arts scene around the UK to shine a spotlight on the young event creators of tomorrow. Everyone featured is aged 25 or under. Here we are in Birmingham and looking at some of the most exciting events the capital of the Midlands has to offer. The Birmingham music scene seems brighter than it has for years, and I think there's lots of potential for it to grow. I think most people that work within the city now recognise the potential.
My name's George. I run an event called Some Cellar in Birmingham. The grime scene's doing absolute bits at the moment. There's a lot of good producers coming out. We've always tried to keep our thing quite multi-genre. I guess doing that you sort of get to interact with more people. There's a lot of talent, everyone's backing it. I think when we first started, we had to literally ask ourselves what it is we wanted and what made us different to anything that was out there. The only way you could do that was literally doing it yourself.
I think maybe the difficulties in the Birmingham scene, there isn't a lot of platforms for artists to get pushed. Like, that's one of the main things why we started Some Cellar, is to put people on a pedestal, if you like, and just show off their talent.
Key thing for us is to get a headliner which everyone can agree is going to blow everyone away. Sometimes someone you haven't really seen playing drum before, and also you've got to make sure you get your young producers on, young MCs on. A lot of the lineups that we do pull, we sort of try and make the artists interact with each other. We try to get a common ground between the people from Birmingham, really. We use Birmingham people from all different areas, people who just got that same sort of love for the city.
It seems like it's like a start from scratch sort of place at the minute. If you're young and creative and you come into this city to either go to uni or do whatever, I think it's a good platform for you to come here and push whatever you want to do.
I'm Dan Brown. I am the entertainment management for Birmingham Pride and the Nightingale. I think what is unique with the music scene in Birmingham is that it's not segregated. You'll have people that will come to say glitter shit tomorrow where it's like cheesy 90s camp dance music, but then the next night you'll go to Hare and Hounds and them same people are there and it's quite a serious like techno night or house night.
It's important to me to cultivate a creative community. You find so much raw talent by just going to an open mic night that you don't have to spend like £50 million for. Like, it's really interesting to see and watch an artist's journey, starting out going to one open mic, then performing at 3 things, then performing at 5, 10. Oh my God, they're national now. And it's really amazing to see how a community of people can help you with that journey. Our organisation wasn't MPO funded up until this year, and before that we did everything by ourselves, which ultimately made the artists here really self-sufficient. So we found a way to make the work that we wanted to do. I think there's such a sense of community in Birmingham because there is just that element of support, challenge, and that need to fight and grow.
Hi, I'm Alia Hasina. I'm a producer and curator and poet based in Birmingham. As a post-industrial city, people just have to become DIY, just have to set up their own stuff, to go into shops, ask if they can put on an exhibition on the walls, ask people if they can set up open mic events in like coffee shops. So we've really seen that out of a need to express the creativity that exists in Birmingham and then not being that national voice or that industry to galvanise it. I think that's why it's so DIY. I definitely feel like a sense of responsibility because the older generations, especially in Birmingham, because there's always sort of had to fight, get things done and to just establish their own careers. There wasn't necessarily the thought of building infrastructure. So I'm very wary that all the work that I'm doing is taking from what they've done and sort of carrying the baton on to like the next generation.
I'm Gabby Killick and I am a comedian and actress. I am touring my comedy show Girlfriend from Hell across the UK and internationally. I think why it's so special to be part of like the creative scene in Birmingham is because it's one of the youngest cities in Europe, booming with creativity and talent. You know, we really have like such a mixture of people, like from set designers to DJs to actors to musicians to live bands, and every single person is bouncing off each other in order to deliver the people of Birmingham something new and exciting, and that's why I really don't think Birmingham will ever get boring. You can go and take dance classes in a purpose-built Northern Soul bar, the Night Owl down the road, and then you can just pop down to the Voodoo Lounge and watch a comedy show. Like, the atmosphere, the ambience and the special touches that I think is like no other city.
When I'm gigging with my band, the first thing I say is I'm from Birmingham and my name's Namiwa Jazz, and we're here to make some music and have a good time. I faced quite a few challenges, and some of them have resulted in me setting up the Why We Change formation. Graduated from Birmingham School of Acting. Hungry, I wanted to get into the arts straight away. So I set up the Why We Change formation to support people like myself, people who are in similar positions who wanted to find an art space that represented them. I think Birmingham, we're the youngest city in Europe, and we've got the potential to draw a lot of attention to how we discuss young people's issues. I think once we understand that as a city, then we'll be able to make more changes. So I think as that kind of starts to affect us as a city, and as we kind of open our doors to people who are coming from different places in the world, I guess that we're changing in that sense as well.
Well, Birmingham's sort of been on the cusp of great things for a while. We lose a lot of our artists, a lot of our musicians to London. However, we're sort of seeing that change. We've seen a lot within the grime scene of like independent DIY culture, enabling people to stay in Birmingham, and we really, as a city, can prosper.
You're built to be like, there's nothing here, you've got to go to London. There's nothing here, you've got to go to Manchester. But the young creators at the moment, we're all working together. We're all starting quite young, and it's like, we're meant to be the second city, we'll kind of stay here.
Anyone that passes through Birmingham and they get to experience this city centre and the creativity and the vibrancy that it offers, we're just trying to make what we have stick and important and put ourselves on the map, which we are definitely doing.